Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is SorcererDave. Welcome back to Let's Play Dominions 5, Warriors of the Faith. I almost forgot what the name of the game was there. Welcome back to the eerie silence of having no soundtrack turned on. Still feels weird to me. It really does, but I don't want all the videos demonetized, so because that would be bad for me anyway. Never mind. It is what it is. In the meantime, maybe I could find some royalty-free stuff that I could put on there. Have a look on Epidemic Sound or something like that. I've got a license with them for a bunch of royalty-free music. I'll put that on in the background instead, maybe. I don't know. Anyway. Welcome back, where previously we built a god. We created a nation, and we got started in our journey in the world. A very small world, but a world, nevertheless. And we conquered the Grey Mercs here. Now, if I press the 9 button on my keyboard, it will actually tell us all the names of the provinces with it written on them, instead of having to right-click them to see what it is, which is nice. I'm going to leave that turned on for now, I think, because I like being able to see what the names of places are, like the Gnome Peaks, Giant's Rest, Flower Meadow Forest, Gladewood. Some great names and stuff here. It gives the world a greater sense of place. It's not just, oh, that bit of forest over there. It's Flower Meadow Forest. So, Norville. Interesting name for a place with a volcano, but there you go. Anyway, funny thing, actually. One of the little quirks in this game, depending which era you're playing in, that determines how close the names of provinces you are able to see. I really could have worded that better. Basically, if you're playing in the early era, we are still, the world is yet young. We are still, much of it is unknown to us and is a mystery. You know, we are bravely going where no ancient Celt has gone before. You know, we're exploring the place and discovering the names of all these places as we go. But if you play in like the middle era or particularly the late era, more of the provinces on the map have names because people have gone out and explored and mapped out the world, and people know what places are called. So it has basically no effect on the gameplay as far as I'm aware, but it's just a thing. So anyway, welcome to turn 2, everyone. Couple of things, actually. One thing I neglected to figure out last time, neglected to mention /figure out /remember, is that when I was mentioning us getting shot at by archers, and then archers maybe being a problem, and we shouldn't discount that fact. It's true. But one thing we've got going for us is a lot of our troops, in fact all of them, have shields. Here we go, shield. Now, I don't know if it's going to... here we go. Protection is used to reduce the amount of damage from enemy blows. A shield only reduces damage if the enemy gets a shield hit. Now, there's some dice rolling that goes on to figure that out, but shields also provide you with extra protection versus incoming projectiles. So that is why we didn't have all of our dudes get horribly massacred by archers, is because we had shields, which is good news. Other thing is the tattoos. I figured out how that works now. You have to cast the Awaken Tattoo spell, and that is an enchantment level 3 spell. We don't have enchantment level 3 right now, so I deleted that construction research I had queued up, and I've replaced it with immediately rushing to enchantment level 3 so that our guys can cast... Awaken Tattoos, which is an interesting spell because it requires a combination of abilities. Let's have a look here. It requires level 1 nature, but also requires level 1 holy, which basically means the unit needs to be a priest with level 1 nature. Which it just so happens, I believe these guys are. Yeah, are Gutuaters. They are priests with level 1 nature magic. So there you go. So he's a bit useless to us right now, in truth, is Catavolcus. He's a little bit useless to us at the moment until we get that level 3 enchantment. So I'm going to send him back to Marverni here. And also recruited is this guy, Cabellonus, our druid. He's got level 2 earth magic, level 1 astral magic, and he's a level 1 priest, and he has 11 research ability. What he's going to do right now is sit around and do research. I just did that with Shift-R as the shortcut, but I can go like that, research. And you can see when I do this, some of the other things we can do here, like perform a blood sacrifice, which will help spread a god's dominion over the world, which we can do with this faction. It's one of our unique little things about us. One other nice thing about the Marverni that isn't, they don't put on the nation overview screen, or at least if they do, I missed it. We get temples for half price compared to every other faction. It's just a thing the Marverni do. We get half-price temples, 50% discount all the way down. It's wonderful. But I didn't know that until I read the manual the other day. I've actually got a physical printed copy of the manual on its way to me at the moment because I felt like I could do with it. Reading the PDF is a little bit clunky and clumsy, and I want an actual physical book. It's how I get my head around games, is having a physical book manual to read through. That's how I managed to finally conquer Baldur's Gate 2. Just basically getting my hands on a physical manual. So, but anyway, here we go. Become Prophet. This is an important thing that we did not do. We did not do this in the previous turn, and the reason I didn't do it is because I'm waiting for a slightly better character to come along who we can make our prophet. Now, making someone the prophet is a thing that you can do. It basically, whoever you make the prophet instantly gets level 3 priest, and they spread dominion wherever they go and stuff like that. They're sort of like the one true prophet of the god. And I haven't assigned anyone to be my prophet yet. I was thinking that this turn what I might do is recruit an Epony chieftain here, because this is probably our best character unit we've got, with 13 hit points, quite fast, defense skill 18, attack skill 12, magic tattoos, which increase defense and speed and limited invulnerability. Who's also inspirational and stuff. And, of course, we can give him all sorts of magic items to load him up as well. I was thinking of making my prophet kind of a beefed-up, kind of pretty decent dude, personally. And the fact that he's on a horse means that he'll move quite fast on the campaign map compared to a foot-bound infantry prophet, if you like. So I was thinking it would be cool to have an Epony chieftain who's the prophet, who will instantly get level 3 priest and will be able to cast divine magic and stuff. I don't know. It just struck me as something that would be quite cool. I suppose you could do it with a druid or something instead if you wanted to, which would upgrade him to level 3 priest. That would upgrade an elder druid to level 3 priest. It could be a thing, but I think a lot of my elder druids, either I want them to be in providing magic support once I've got access to better spells, in battles, or really I want them sat in my home province doing research with their fairly hefty research ability of 17. So I'm thinking this guy. I'm going to recruit an Epony chieftain, and he's going to be our prophet, is the idea. Also, what could I recruit just quickly? Anything else while we're here? A Sequani Stargazer I could get. Oh no, he's 2 commander points. I could get a Vergabred if I wanted to. Do you know what I will? I'm going to get a little Vergabred. He's a little crappy level 1 priest who's generally a bit rubbish, and he's even old as well. But what this guy can do is this guy can march around provinces I've captured and build temples in them, which is what I intend to do with him. So I'll get those 2 recruited this turn, and also I think I'm tempted to get a few horsemen here. How many can I get? Like 4 of them? So having some cavalry would be really nice at the moment. How many Ambibati warriors could I have instead, though? Quite a few, actually. I will go with that this turn, and next turn I think I'll start recruiting the cav, I think is what I will do. Meanwhile, over here, Kotus and his lads, I think I don't really know what to do with you guys. I could attack the Lion tribe in Gladewood, I suppose. Can I take them, do we think? I suppose there's one way to find out. There's one thing I want to do here, actually, which is... Actually, no, I'm going to leave that alone. It's fine. I was thinking of making these guys who happen to have javelins, set them to a fire order, so they fire javelins, but honestly, I think it's fine. I've got the blob of javelin dudes at the back anyway. Right. Oh, interesting. In Grey Mucks, there's a lava lake. I just noticed this at the side here. It's a magic site. Some of these you discover instantly. A lot of them, though, you have to search for. You have to send a character around with magic skills to search for magic sites. And they usually come with nice bonus effects. For example, the lava lake here is producing 1 fire gem and 1 water gem per turn, which is certainly nice. Yeah. Right. 30 enemy units. Lion Tribe archers and Lion Tribe warriors. Now, without getting the manual out, I can't really tell what a Lion Tribe warrior is like, honestly. Sod it, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. If we lose, we lose. But I'd like an extra province, although I don't know what the resource situation is like in Gladewood. Having Gladewood is better than not having Gladewood, end of the day. Now, Vercingetorix, where should we send you? Let's send you to Norville here. Check out this volcano territory. And see if you can finally try and sniff out where the enemy AI is. So, that's the plan anyway. Right, I think we're done for now. Got research queued up. You are doing research. We've got recruitment set up. Let's end turn. Alright, it was a battle in Gladewood. Let's find out how it went. Animate skeleton. Oh, they have a witch doctor who's going to be raising some dead skeletons. Witch doctors, I've seen them be kind of scary in the past, actually. I'm slightly worried, I must admit. Let's see how we get on, at least. Lion Tribe guys, these are sort of like your Zulus, effectively. They attack skill 10, defense skill 13, protection 0. I suppose they're roughly equivalent to our guys, just with slightly less protection, I suppose. Not quite as good as us man for man, but yeah. Alright, taking some damage from all that incoming missile fire. As we get in combat, we should start kicking their asses, though. Celts versus Zulus, only in Dominions. A little skeleton, long dead here, apparently. Poor amphibian, yeah, the undead can go underwater, although they don't do very well in combat down there. Undead, inanimate, never heals, spirit sight, mindless, cold resistant, bunch of effects on here. Pierce resistant as well. Luckily, we're using slashing weapons on our guys. We've all got swords. Yeah, and there's another guy here. Who's this? Another long dead. Skeletal warriors of ancient times, reanimated to do battle with the living. Yes, indeed. They obviously don't need to eat because they are skeletons. So he's 167 years old. The other one's been destroyed, so I can't find out how old he is. What about this one? This one's 196 years old, apparently. Anyway. I think we might have lost. Our forces seem to be running away. Oh dear. That was a close one, but yeah. Oh well. These guys don't cause fear, but no, I think we've just decided. Yeah, the armies of Marvernia are routed. Oh dear. That didn't go so well. That did not go so well. We killed a lot of their guys, but they killed quite a few of us back in return, unfortunately. Oh dear. Oh dear. I've really picked a bad faction for early expansion, I really have. But okay, retreat details. Curtis the Marvin chieftain, together with 12 units under his command, retreated successfully to the Grey Mercs. 9 of Curtis's units dispersed after the battle and retreated on their own. Okay. So we lost a few during the retreat as well, which is not brilliant news. But oh well. What are these? These are Javelineers, right. Let me just unselect them. I just want to double check. Yeah, okay, all the Javelineers look so similar to the Marverni bare-chested warriors. So it's sort of difficult to tell them apart without doing the double-click trick. Alright, anyway, that went pretty badly. That went pretty badly. Gotta say. Alright, retreat back to Marverni, where we can reinforce you with some new stuff. Speaking of which, horsies! Yes, these guys will hopefully kick a bit of ass, these fellas. The nice thing about cavalry is you can send them to flank around and attack the enemy commanders. So if we'd had these guys in the previous battle, I could have had them flank round and kill that witch doctor, summoning undead, which would have been brilliant. So, but alas, never mind. Anyway, I think I'd quite like an elder druid at this point. I'd like to get my research going because we really, really need to get awakened tattoos. We really, really need to get that because not having it is a problem because our army's kind of built around the magic tattoo thing. Imagine the difference it would have made back there, after all. So, anyway, we got a new guy here, Labinius, the Epony chieftain. He's not going to be called Labinius for very much longer. He's going to be First things first is he's going to become the prophet. So he is now the prophet, and I don't think this will update this turn, but next turn he'll get his priest levels and stuff. And just for giggles, I am going to rename him to Vital Statistics. Yes. There's a reference for people. Right, you research. You. Right, you're going to go to the Grey Mercs and build me a temple. That's what you're going to do. And Vital Statistics is going to have those guys. Actually, this guy's going to lead our cavalry, I suspect, is what I'm going to do with him. Although, I won't have him physically leading the cavalry on the battlefield until I've got him some nice upgrades to make sure that he doesn't freaking die. I think is the thing there. Generally speaking. You can see our Dominion is spreading, though, which is good news. Number of candles represents Dominion strength up here. It is indeed spreading, which is good stuff. There's a lot of heat at the minute. It's mostly because we're in the middle of summer, I think, at the moment. Yeah, it is indeed summer in Year 0 of the Ascension Wars. So extra heat on top of the regular heat we were getting as part of my Dominion choices. That probably... yeah, has a bit of an effect on our income and stuff. Bit of a heat wave at the moment. People aren't happy. Be fine if we were sort of like some sort of demonic faction like Abyssia, I think. They love the heat, but not so much us. And the lizard men love it too. And the apes, Bandar Log, they love the heat too. But not us. Not us. Right. Okay. How is research going? Right. Okay, research is starting to tick over now. Thanks to all these guys here. Are we recruiting anything? We are recruiting an Elder Druid. Now, the thing about the Elder Druid is he requires 4 commander points, and we only get, like, 2 commander points a turn at the moment. Yeah, that's the thing as well with commander points, recruitment points, and resources. They don't carry over to the next turn. I should have mentioned that earlier, but it's very important. Gold carries over to your next turn. Resources, commander points, recruitment points don't. You use them or lose them each turn, basically. And this guy costs 4 commander points, and we only get 2. So basically, the way this is going to work is I've queued him up, and it's going to take effectively 2 turns to build him. Is the way it's going to work. Next turn, we'll be able to get him. Is essentially the idea. Well, turn after next, anyway. But it'll be worth it. Oh, right. Vercingetorix. The Ensorcelled Swamp, this place is called, apparently. That's Pustinia, Corbion, Bergami. I say you go explore the Ensorcelled Swamp, my friend. I think that's what you should do. More war elephants here. Look at this. 3 huge war elephants. What is it with the war elephants? Game? What? Although this province now doesn't have war elephants. That's interesting. It seems to have changed. We're not seeing war elephants. That could just be, though, because we've got rubbish intelligence. Yeah, it's not clear. If we were to send a scout there or something, we might get better information. Or if we were to use the scry spell, for example. Which I think we could do, because we've got a lot of astral mages, haven't we? Astral projection. Caster's mind is separated from his body and travels the astral planes in search of military information. His mind and body are connected with a silvery cord which can be detected by unfriendly astral mages. Once detected, the cord of the mage can be severed. A traumatic experience indeed. Each casting of this ritual allows the mage to scry on one province. The use of extra astral pearls increases the duration of the ritual. We don't actually have any astral pearls at the minute, I don't think. And getting them is probably going to be quite difficult, annoyingly. So we could cast that if we had astral pearls to do it. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I tell a lie. We've got 12 of the bloody things. We're getting +3 a month. What's that from? Ah, it's from our special building in our capital. Right. Okay. Now, you can do Alchemy, which allows you to effectively exchange some gems for others, but it's not very efficient, unfortunately, unless you have a character who's particularly good at Alchemy, which I don't. So, that's a thing as well. You're researching, you're moving. Enter. A proclamation from Marverni. Vital statistics. The appointed chieftain shall hereby be known as the Prophet of Doompig, healer of the lands, master of the rock, great master of the earth. Yes, those are our little secondary titles for our god that the game likes to generate for you. Healer of the lands, master of the rock, great master of the earth, indeed. When he wakes up eventually. Gosh, I wish we had him right now. I'd be able to absolutely kick ass. He'd be so good. But anyway. Right. COTUS, Vital Statistics, we're going to have you guys join together. Vital Statistics is going to lead my cavalry. All of this is going to get joined onto the big infantry blob. And the cavalry, for their part, we're going to put them out on the flank here. And we're going to set their battle orders to hold and attack the rearmost enemy units. What they'll do is they will hold in position for 2 turns, and then they'll charge off and attack the rearmost enemies, which will usually be their commanders. Vital Statistics himself, he's going to chill out with the others at the back there. Set battle orders, stay behind troops. Now, it might be a good idea, and I probably will do this because we've got a unit that's specifically extra good at this, is to assign some bodyguards to our characters. I will do that at some point. It will particularly help if there's an assassination attempt on one of our characters. When you try and assassinate someone with an assassin, what effectively happens is you end up with a one-on-one duel. You go to the battle screen and everything, and it's a one-on-one fight between the assassin and his target. But if you've got bodyguards, there's a chance they'll be available for the fight to help out your character against the assassin, you see. And we have access to a unit, which is the Boar... No, not the Boar Lord. The Boar Warriors, where are they? Who have the Bodyguard ability. This unit is extremely loyal and will protect its commander to the death. The value of this ability is added to morale when guarding a commander. During assassinations, units with this ability will have an increased chance of being present. The same value of this ability and the assassin ability will cancel each other out. So yeah. That's very useful. And they will also follow our commander around on the battlefield itself and try and protect him too, so that's good. Do we still have our bandit standard bearer? We don't, do we? Let's get a hornblower then. Let's fix that. And more chaff, basically, is what we want. More chaff. The Elder Druid will be done next turn, which is good news. Let's try and build a serious army here. Let's try and be taken seriously, shall we? What's in this place then? Lizard warriors and crocodiles in the ensorcelled swamp, apparently. Never fought them before. Let's keep exploring. The Ocean of Our Lord over there. Interesting. Very interesting. Right. How's research going? Relatively well. Ah, and this guy. Construct me a temple. We don't have enough gold. Never mind then. In fact, we might be able to fix that by clicking off a few of them. All right, there we go. Now you can probably build me a temple. Normally they cost you 400 gold, but they cost us 200 because we're Marverni and we're awesome. But yes, that's a good thing to have. Right. And main thing we want to do really is at the moment, capture territories where it's possible to do so. I might go back to Gladewood and finish these guys off pretty soon, for example. But one important thing we want to do is capture all the territories surrounding our capital. Because when, in a province which has a fortress in it, or fortifications of any kind, like this one, you get a certain percentage of neighbouring provinces filtered, their resources and income and stuff filtered back through to the building, the province where the fort is. So this is effectively, it's called your cap circle around your capital and around any other fortifications you build. We want to capture all of these so that our capital is running as efficiently as possible, as in it's getting taxes effectively from all of these provinces around it. And right now we've only got grey mercs. So unfortunately though, yeah, one of the provinces in our cap circle has war elephants in it, and another one is a Throne of Ascension which has freaking Amazons and Pegasus riders. So the game is being particularly mean to me at the moment, but we will adapt and overcome. It's fine. It is fine. Right, let's end turn. 2 commanders are doing nothing. Who are doing nothing? You two are doing nothing, right. We will have you guys Is it worth having you patrol? No, we don't have any unrest. So that's fine. We will have you guys wait. We'll have them wait, which will basically mean that they will stay there and do nothing, same as if they were defending. But we won't get messages popping up saying, they're doing nothing. Are you sure you want to end turn? So, there we go. Research in enchantment is completed. Good. An unexpected event has occurred in Marverny. The harvest has been good. Plus 100% tax. Brilliant. That was definitely very welcome. Now, let's see. Let's add our new recruits to here. Let's recruit some more horses. And I'm going to recruit a Sequani Stargazer. I want to have this fortune teller thing going on. Because the more... Presumably, this will... Yeah, he'll stop us getting bad events, hopefully. Because that was a good event we just got, but I don't want any bad ones, because they're nasty. So I'll have a Sequani Stargazer as well being recruited. Which is very nice. Very, very nice. We have our Elder Druid now. Brilliant. He's got a point in Water Mage. I was kind of hoping he might get Air Mage, but never mind. Air Mage would have been nice, but Water Mage is fine. 3 levels of Astral Mage, 2 Earth and 1 Water, plus 2 Priest levels, and lots of research ability. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. He is going to get renamed, though, to Getafix. The Druid. There we go. But yeah, he's going to research for now with his considerable research ability, which is excellent. Excellent indeed. We have built the temple. We have built the temple here, which is good. Which will increase our dominion spread, which we certainly want. What's this place? Monherboa up here. Guarded by Jaguar tribe, slingers, and warriors. Okay. Keep exploring up to Durland. And, yeah, I'm just going to sit here recruiting for a while, and then we're going to go try and hopefully ruffle stomp some of these guys. That's the idea. But I am very pleased with the way our Dominion is spreading right now. Look at that. Quite a lot of land under our sway now. Okay, the Vergobret is doing nothing. Who is the Verg? Oh, my priest, of course, right. There's nothing he really can do for now, so I guess he'll just wait. In fact, I suppose he could perform a blood sacrifice. But he doesn't have any blood slaves. All right, yeah, that's the thing. Now, to get blood slaves, there's a few ways to do it. You can get sometimes a magic site that gives you them each turn. Same as with the gems. You can take them off enemy characters, possibly, I think, although I'm not sure if that's actually true. I might be just making that up. But the primary way you get them is by doing blood hunting. Now, essentially, that means that your guy goes off with some troops into the province and rounds up all the virgins to sacrifice them, essentially is the way it works. Now, that gives you blood slaves, which appear up here as a resource. Unfortunately, it does increase unrest quite a bit, though, because naturally the populace isn't terribly happy that you're rounding up all of their virgin daughters to stab them to death on an altar. You know, they kind of generally tend to take exception to that sort of behavior, so it doesn't go down well. I don't know much about blood sacrifices, I have to admit, because I've never bothered to do it before. I've never played a faction that was really into... Actually, that's not true. I played Vanheim, and they do blood sacrifices, but I never bothered with it for the entire game. I didn't really need to, so I might need to go do some reading in the manual on that one. For now, I think I'll get him to preach the teachings of the god. Interestingly as well, there's also a death point in this area. Which gives you minus 2% income, supplies, and growth. Where is that coming from? There's also quite a bit of misfortune in our capital right now as well. I don't know where that's coming from either. Very peculiar. There'll be a magic site or something that's causing that, and I've not found it yet. Interesting stuff. Well, anyway. End turn. Unexpected event. There was an assassination attempt on Kotas. A poisonous spider may have bitten one of your commanders. Oh dear. That was me talking about bodyguards and stuff, and I think I just jinxed myself. Poisonous spider, eh? I don't rate my commander's chances all that much, I must say. Now I wonder... Dreamsorer, the large spider. Now, is this just a weird random thing that happened? Or was this... spiders sent by our enemies? Oh dear. Well, let's see what happens. Will Kota successfully defeat the spider? Let's get the detailed battle log up so we can see what's happening. Ah, he got it. He did it. He missed the first time, but then the spider missed, and then he hit it with a broadsword for 27 points of damage. Very nice. Well done. You successfully foiled that spider's plot to end your life, Kotus. Well done. Quit battle replay. A new famous hero. Kotus is now famous for slaying the little spider. Apparently, his brave deeds and his unbreakable skin are now told by bards and storytellers across the world. Let's have a look at that then. So what's just happened is he's become famous and gained a special trait. Heroic ability, they're called. Tough skin. A hero with this ability receives increased protection. And then he enters the Hall of Fame as well. So he'll get increasingly better at it while he remains in the Hall of Fame. But his protection stat's gone up, basically, because of his heroic ability, which he gets +3 to. So now he has 15 protection, which is certainly not bad. You can stack that with some armor items to make his protection very good indeed, actually. Something to think about. Speaking of magic items, we can't really make any good ones yet because we don't have construction level 2, but we're on our way to it at least. Yes. Now, let's add our new cavalry there. Now, I reckon this is enough to take on at least a few of these guys. Certainly kill this lot off, I reckon. So, let's make sure everything is set up correctly here. Hold attack rear, fire attack closest. Stay behind troops, stay behind troops. Okay. I'll send vital statistics and Kotas off to FOM to try and capture it, I think is the plan. And, let's see, Lucterius here. He is our stargazer. He is now here doing his thing. He's doing some research currently, that's fine. As for recruitment, what do we want to do this turn? I think I would like... Good question. More druids, maybe? Or just regular druid, or do we want more elder druids? That's the question. You know what? Getting air magic isn't even a possibility on here, is it? That's annoying. You'll have to learn that manually using some air gems when I get some. Because getting access to air magic means you'll be able to create a really useful magic item that I want. But for now, I'll have to sort of do without, I guess. I could make some boar warriors. Considering what just happened, do you know what? I'll make some bloody boar warriors, and I will make them bodyguards. That's what's going to happen. Right. And we will recruit a druid. A regular druid. Right. Catamantale. He will keep on preaching. I'm trying to think of a decent joke name to give to him. I'm not coming up with one at the minute for a priest. Suggestions in the comments below, I guess. Right. One thing we might want to consider doing as well is getting a character out there. Getafix would actually be a good one because he's got quite high levels and some magic skills there. Get out and start searching for magic sites, because there's a frickin' magic site around here somewhere that's causing me issues, I'm sure of it. That misfortune, that death, which is only increasing. Something's up, if you ask me. Something's up. Something weird going on. Anyway. Right. Oh, the scout's doing nothing. Okay. He's discovered Durland, which is full of heavy cavalry and heavy infantry. Heavy cavalry are kind of scary, actually. They're not very nice. Now, we can't go over there this way directly. Because there's a river in the way, and Vercingetorix can't cross rivers, annoyingly. So let's send him all the way back down there. Instead. Enter. There was a battle in FOM. Now, if we lose this, I'm going to be very disappointed indeed, I gotta say. So hopefully we don't. We are dealing with... What is this? Deer tribe warriors. Okay. Spears, javelins. Okay, they're, roughly on par with us, I guess. They've got a barbarian and a chieftain in there who could do some damage, and they've got a deer tribe shaman at the back there who has regeneration. That's one of the abilities of our god's blessing, actually, is regeneration, that I want to be using. Now, some people have said that actually it's not very useful because my sacred units are just human, and so they don't have a lot of hit points. But I am actually hoping that combined with the earth bonus, which makes them take half damage from piercing, blunt, and slashing weapons, it might still actually be useful. It will be very useful on our on Doompig himself. Oh, there we go. The cavalry have come around the back. One of them stuck in some vines from the Druid, but it's too late now. Yeah, they've been absolutely massacred. Good stuff. Well done, cavalry. Doing their thing. Good stuff. Vital statistics as well. Casting a few priestly abilities like Sermon of Courage, etc., which makes all the difference. Very good, very good. So he lost a few bare-chested warriors, and they lost a hell of a lot more. And yeah, it looks like the knights and the Ambibate guys got the lion's share of the kills. Okay. Well, that's good. That's definitely good. Let's get a bit of defense in this province. Just 10. That'll be fine. And we'll send him... Actually, do you want to send him that way? Or do we want to send him to Wershin? Wershin's a bit scarier. Let's send him this way and then into Gladewood, I think. Our priest, Catamantale, I will send him that way to go build us another temple, I think. And we have another Corius here. Yeah, we have another Druid who's also doing more research, which is good stuff. Recruitment. More chaff to replace the guys who died. I think, in fact, do we want to upgrade and start going for nobles? Perhaps. Might be a good idea. Because these guys actually have protection and therefore are fairly decent infantry. It looks like we can recruit quite a few, actually, as well. So I think we're going to start doing that. And more druids as well, I think. More druids. Mostly to sit around doing research, because research is very powerful. Very, very powerful. And at the minute we are, as I said, desperately rushing to get enchantment level 3. So, okay. Intern. Right, we're at enchantment level 2 now, and we've got a proclamation from Roos. We are fighting the Roos in this one, it seems. Varvara, the daughter of the sun, shall hereby be known as the prophet of Pekaroth, guide of souls, master of metals, god of forgiving. So, right, they've declared their prophet quite late in the game, actually. They've decided to do that, but hey. And the enemy god is apparently Pekaroth, the guide of souls, master of metals, god of forgiving. Versus Doompig, healer of the lands, master of the rock, great master of the earth. I still don't know where they are, though. I'm increasingly beginning to think they're over on one of these islands over here somewhere, which is going to be very boring, quite frankly. Also, winter has arrived, which is why most of the map is covered in snow right now, except for our bit over here, on account of our heat point. So it's still relatively warm over here. I suppose that's the benefit of having a heat point for us. The silver lining around the cloud here, so to speak, is that during the winter, the climate in our dominion will be a little bit less inhospitable, which is nice, I suppose. Right, you, sir, build me a temple. Well done. Are we recruiting? Another druid, please, and more nobles. If you would, please, as well, actually. Let's have you guys move back there, so you can grab up all those nobles before you actually go off to start destroying things. In fact, you know what? Should we just go there straight away now? No, go back and get it. That's fine. I think you should go back and do that. I'll also pick up the bodyguards as well. I think would be a grand idea. Now, let's see. What else do we need to be doing? We can recruit in these other provinces, by the way. We can just recruit little local units like these wolf tribe guys, which admittedly aren't the worst thing in the world. I mean, we could probably get some use out of these archers, having said that. I mean, damage 9 short bows with precision 10 is pretty rubbish, but, you know, every little helps, I suppose. Not a terrible idea. Deer tribe archers. Never bothered to compare, really, but some archers are clearly going to be better than others, I suppose. Anyway, end turn. Turns are going to fly by quite quick now, so now we're really getting into this. More druids, and more nobles, please. Right, let's have a look. More nobles to join this blob. These guys, you will be a new blob, and your battle orders are going to be guard commander, which will make them a special bodyguard squad. Basically, that's what will happen with them, and they don't count towards the maximum squads you can have per commander either, bodyguards. They're like a bonus squad, essentially. Good stuff. Right. I wonder if it would be a good idea to recruit more stargazers and have them spread out so I've got like one in every single province to try and ward off bad events. I also don't know if Fortune Teller stacks. Because if it stacks, I should be getting loads of these buggers to completely remove any possibility of having bad events, you know? Also, the Grey Mercs is still, like, there is a nasty death-related magic site there. There's got to be, surely. Because that is blah. That is just not good. I don't like that at all. Unfortunately, though, because I don't have a death mage, I'm probably never going to find it if there is a death-related magic site there that's causing me problems, which is awkward. Unless I get some death gems and force one of my guys here to learn death magic, in which case maybe I would be able to find it, but I don't have any death gems right now, so that is completely not on the table as an option. Right. Scout's continuing to explore on his predefined path I gave him. And aside from that, we're going to wait around for another turn to get these, I think. And turn 4 commanders are doing nothing. Are they indeed? You guys should be waiting. Who else is doing nothing? You're doing nothing for some reason. You should be researching. Although, we could get you to just see what magic items are available. Black steel sword, enchanted spear, not very good generally, an enchanted pike, black steel kite shield, black steel helmet. Black steel full plate and helmets are not bad. They give you a shite load of protection. They do give you quite a bit of encumbrance, so you'll become fatigued faster while fighting in it, but it does give you a ton of protection. Might be worth considering making some, honestly. Enchanted ringmail armor. Black steel plate. No boots available, and only the rabbit's foot charm available at the moment. Which isn't bad, but very limited magic items available to us at the moment, basically because we only have like level 1 construction or something, so, or level 0 even, I'm not sure. However, I tell you what, I'm going to afford some black steel full plate. That's what we're going to do. It's one of the things Earth mages can craft, and it wouldn't be a bad thing to give to our prophet, for example, I think. So, right. Enter. Our priest isn't doing anything, right. He's built a temple for us, but that's about it, isn't it? He can't really do anything for now other than... can't preach the teachings of the god, apparently, so I guess we'll just have him move over here. Alright. Next turn. We're in late winter now, so as you can see, the climate's starting to clear up a bit. Let's see. More nobles to add to the big blob squad. Good. And I think on that note, we will... Actually, before we leave, we will... let's see. Vital statistics. You are a prophet, so we should probably protect you with some black steel plate. There you go. You'll see his protection has now jumped up to 22, which is very nice. Very nice indeed. There you go, he's the prophet. It gets an increased attack and defense skill in addition to the dominion-related bonuses of a pretender god. Prophets can never be charmed or enslaved into saving the enemy, blah-de-blah-de-blah. So if our pretender god was awakened right now, this guy would also be getting the damage resistance and the regeneration as well. Vital statistics, me old mucker. We might one day be able to turn you into actually a relatively punchy kind of dude. There's a type of unit in this game that people who play this game colloquially refer to as a thug. And effectively what that is a thug is a single character that you've beefed up so much with his base statistics, but also plus friggin' loads of magic items and other effects and stuff, and buffs and things, so that they can effectively almost take on entire armies by themselves. When I say entire armies, I obviously don't mean like huge armies, but they could march into a province like this one down here and just kill everything by themselves, more or less. Maybe you'd bring one or two of them rather than a single guy, but you get the idea. It's more of a middle game and onwards kind of a thing. But vital statistics one day could become a thug. Thug profit for the win. We'll see. Anyway, for now, though, the war elephants still terrify me. I don't know how on earth I'm going to deal with war elephants. Let's go elsewhere. Let's go to Gladewood. Meanwhile, back in the capital, more druids, and what else? More cav, I suppose. Can't go wrong with more cav, I guess. Our income's not very good at the minute, though. Our income's not very good, and we're losing a lot to upkeep. We really need to expand. We really, really need to expand. The more I play this, the more I realize how much of a mistake it was to actually make Doompig a slumbering god as opposed to awakened at the start of the game, because he'd be a game changer right now. But anyway, how's research going? Nearly level 3 enchantment, which is great. What do we want to think about doing after that is the question. Construction level 2 is what we want to do after that. 3 commanders are doing nothing. Who's doing nothing? You're doing nothing because you just built a magic item, so you can go back to researching. And you're moving. You're doing not a lot at the minute. You've also got you're diseased. You know what? That doesn't surprise me, considering how much death is going on in this province. There's probably some sort of disease-producing thing going on there, and that's why he's diseased. He probably will die now. I wouldn't be surprised. Never heals, loses about 1/10 of its HP each month, and gets additional afflictions. Yeah, he's kind of screwed. He's somewhat screwed. But never mind. He's a bit of a crap unit, really. The Vertebrate. He's a priest that is just level 1, has no magic. And he isn't even stealthy. Like, a lot of priests are stealthy. You can send them into an enemy province and have them stealthily preach your religion there. He can't even do that. He's pretty rubbish, honestly. He's kind of crap. He's not very good. So, whatever. I really like these guys to not get disease, though. There's some bad juju in the Grey Mercs, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Not good. Not good at all. Anyway. Yeah. And 2 commanders are doing nothing. Who's doing nothing? I'm seriously... One of them is probably you. Yeah. Now, interesting thing here. Normally you wouldn't be able to cross here. Note the blue bit in the middle of the line. But because it's winter, the way across is frozen over, and he actually can cross. Because he doesn't have any special river crossing abilities here. This is basically because it's frozen over. So this is a good opportunity, actually, to have him get across here before the winter's out. And see what's on the other side. Because this is all crossable when it's frozen over. Look. These are all considered to be sort of like rivers. It's a narrow bit of water. So when it's winter, we can get across there. That's good to know, actually. But it also does mean, admittedly, that if it's winter, whoever's over there can get across to here. And I'm relatively confident now that the Rus have started the game upon this little island here. So anyway, the Vergebret's doing nothing. Oh right. Well, he can't even preach. No point in searching for magic sites. I just wait, dude. Right. Enchantment level 3, we've got it. The dormant pretender gods are awakening. Brilliant timing. The entire nation rejoices. Doompig, god of Maverni, healer of the lands, master of the rock, great master of the earth, has awakened. And a new famous hero, Cativolcus, is now a famous hero. Cativolcus being our tattoo guy, essentially. I want him to join the army now, actually. I really want him to do that. I should have brought him with me. I forgot to do that. But anyway, he has fast casting. Known for casting battle spells faster than anyone else. That's really good, actually. That's pretty damn nice. And behold, Doompick is here! He has arrived, which means that his Bless effect will be active for any sacred units we've got, which at the moment is virtually none. I think just those boar warriors guarding one of our generals. Oh, and the Prophet, I suppose. But yeah. Here he is. Here he is, the berserking, trampling, recuperating, regenerating giant pig himself. With protection 24, which is up from his usual, but on account of all that earth magic he's got, just giving you a +8 to protection, which is really, really nice. Good magic resistance. Good combat speed. Attack skill. Defense skill's not brilliant, but hey, whatever. He's a pig, you know. Attack skills are relatively okay. We can increase this with a couple of items. Now, being a big animal, he can only have a couple of miscellaneous magic items. He can't have like armor and weapons and stuff. He just got his hoof and his gore, which admittedly both do 31 damage, which is awesome, but, you know. Yes. This suddenly opens up possibilities, does it not? Should we give Doompig a go by having him take this Throne of Ascension? That might be a grand idea, you know. Can he take it, do we reckon? 50 enemy units of Amazons and Pegasus Riders? Am I being a bit ambitious with that? Possibly. Possibly. Let's have you guys take Gladewood. We'll have Cativolcus try and catch up with this lot. Now, he's got enough campaign map movement, actually, to catch up and join them, which is good. Does his do his battle tactics still apply? Yes, stay behind troops, etc. Good stuff. Good stuff. In fact, do you know what you want to do? You can bring these cavalry with you while you're at it. I'll have -1 morale, but we'll be bringing them with us, because that's useful. In the meantime, let us start recruiting boar warriors, as many as we can, because they are our sacred infantry. Pony knights are not sacred, as much as I wish they were. Unfortunately, they're not sacred. The druids are, I guess, but it isn't very helpful to them. Unfortunately, in their role as casters, but hey. Now then. Have a look at research. We're on our way to construction level 2. I'm going to have to look at the research, look at all the spells, and figure out where I want to go with the magic next. Honestly. In fact, just quickly before I forget, edit Cativolcus here and tell him to cast a specific spell. Awaken Tattoos. Do that a few times. Okay. I'll have him advance and cast spells as well so we can keep up and keep doing it. That's my plan anyway. However, now that Doompig has arrived, things are looking up. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost an hour. That is the end of this episode of Dominions 5, Warriors of the Faith, as our Dominion itself spreads quite virulently across the mainland here, which is great news. I will join you next time, where Doompig himself will go on the march, having awakened from his slumber. We will be going on the march into the Gladewood to avenge our previous defeat. And interesting stuff will be happening. I'll be conducting a bit of research on the research when it comes to magic, so I'll have some news for that for you next time. But aside from that, things seem to be going well. I've also noticed that is called Lake Purple. Interesting. But, yeah. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed Daegor. That definitely sounds like the kind of place you would find tentacle monsters living in. Daegor. Oh, and look, we found the Roos. I've just noticed. There they are, with the bear totem and on their flag and everything. We found the Roos. They control Shepherd's Haven. And Vercingetorix next turn will be heading in there to take a little look around at the place. That's interesting news. Assuming he can get across there, actually. I don't know. Is this still frozen over? I guess it might be. Anyway. Okay. Interesting things happened this time, folks. But I will see you next time for more of this very soon. Toodaloo.